Hi guys, good morning and compliments of the season. It's a wonderful time to have you all join me again on your favorite morning show, Every Woman on AtikuLive. My name is Tiana Waldbasi, and I know you're wondering why is IJ, why is Onyinye. Well, it's okay. We're all on the field and we're all working towards one goal, which is recovering Nigeria come March 2023. Today, we're going to be discussing something very important. We're just going to be looking at the campaigns so far, and of course, women involvement in the campaign so far. So the People's Democratic Party have had campaigns in over 10 states, and it's been an amazing time. It's been a wonderful time. It's good to see that Nigerians are having the same goal. We're having the same thoughts. Everybody is ready to recover the country come March 2023. And our candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has not relented in making sure that he keeps to his promises. He knows the demands of Nigeria. Nigerians. He knows the cries of Nigerians, especially when it comes to women. I mean, it's no news on this show that we've said that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who is our candidate, and of course, the next Nigerian president, God willing, come March 2023, has promised to give women 35% affirmative in his cabinet. Well, we are really confident, because I know a lot of people will say politicians come and goes, and politicians definitely will have to say manifestos or say things that they don't think or they don't know or they know they are not going to keep. But we are sure and certain that our candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, is going to keep to his promises, because, I mean, we saw it when he was the vice president for in 1999, that he made sure that women had a wonderful space in his cabinet. I mean, he made mention of something. He made mention of a story, cited a story at the just concluded inauguration of the Female Campaign Council for the Presidential Female Campaign Council. He cited a story when he traveled to Sweden to
Growing up as a little boy, we were told every day that we were the leaders of tomorrow. Good roads, stable power supply, good education, job opportunities, political inclusion, better health care, reduction of the cost of living were some of the things we were promised in tomorrow. We were so excited about the hope we had been fed with about tomorrow. But days went by, years went by, and tomorrow never came. Turned out there was never really a plan for tomorrow. It was all a lie to keep us in their mental slavery. Because with each day that goes by, I see my country being stripped of her glory. But we know better now. We are more aware now. It is time to take our country back from these hijackers who keep recycling themselves. If this tomorrow must come, we will have to create it ourselves. But this time, with someone we can trust. Someone who understands our pain. And so I call on every Nigerian youth. Come 2023, come out and vote. Because our vote is our power. When you vote, vote for a man we can trust. Vote for a breath of fresh air. Vote Atiku Abubakar for president.
life.
Growing up as a little boy,
in the campaign process, and we've seen that the PDP have actually had campaigns in over 10 states, and it's been an amazing time out, seeing that Nigerians, not just women, youths, men, are all out to make sure that the vision of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, which is to recover Nigeria come March 2023, is being actualized. And like he always say in all his manifestos, that together we can make it work. It is not just a one-man's business. It is all of us coming together, putting our hands together, making sure that Nigeria is where it is supposed to be come March 2023. And the women are not left out, because we've seen massive turnout of women for every state that the PDP has gone to campaign. That's just send one message out there that Nigeria is ready, like I said before, to recover. Nigerians are ready to recover Nigeria and take it to that place of where it is supposed to be. Well, we just saw the just concluded inauguration of the Female Campaign Council on Wednesday, and it was amazing to see that women have stood up and have located their place and have said that we are not just going to be relegated behind. Of course, we know that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar have promised to give women 35% affirmative, which we are not surprised. I know a lot of people would say that, these are just manifestos from politicians. They just go about saying without actualizing. But this is different with our candidate, because we've seen that he has done this. He has done it when he was the VP, and he is the best person, the best candidate that has a first-hand experience in running a country as big, as good, as well diversified as Nigeria. And we are not surprised, we are not perturbed, we're not worried that he's going to keep to his promises. We know he's going to make sure that 35% affirmative that he has promised will be given to Nigerians. Now, speaking on speaking on the Female Campaign Council launch last month, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar cited a story about his visit to a country called Sweden, and he said when he went for that visitation with his delegation, he met with the government of Sweden, and the person who headed that team from the government of Sweden was headed by a woman. And he just looked back at his own team and realized that we're all men. And from that day, he made a promise to himself that as long as he is in politics, he will make sure that women have a voice. And we have seen how he has done that. Looking at his microfinance bank, we've said this countless time on the show, every woman. Now, looking at his microfinance bank in Adamawa State, loans are being given more to women. And he has said that women have the more integrity. Women are always known to pay back their loans. So what are we talking about here? We've said that women are on the verge of taking up that position. We've said that we're going to be, come March 2023, we're going to be saying goodbye to gender bias, gender inequality, because our president, God willing, come March 2023, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, will make sure that all that he has promised the women from the grassroots to the top, across all sectors, politics, education, finance, telecommunication, and the rest of it, women will have significant presence across all sectors. Well, we're not saying this out of context. We've seen how supportive his wife, Hajia Titi Atiku Abubakar, has been across the campaigns, and she has made sure that she has pushed in all her support to her husband to make sure that come March 2023, it will be a success. We saw how she launched the She Initiative, Security, Health, and Education, as a campaign tool to preach the gospel, one gospel, the gospel of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who is coming in March 2023 to change the narrative. We're also going to be looking at how women have turned out, their massive input, massive support in the campaign so far. Well, we're going to go on a very quick break. When we're right back, we pick up the stories from where we stopped. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Flight 2023 Atiku Okowa 2023. I have my co-pilot here with me, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, keeping track on all navigation systems. Our destination is a united Nigeria. Right now, we're cruising at 2022 feet above sea level. Before we arrive at our destination, let me give you a brief update on what to expect at our destination. Number 1. The temperature is going to be hot on security issues. 2, the people are going to be better educated, and the educational system and healthcare will be accessible to every citizen. 3, the economy is going to be thriving and booming. And of course, there'll be true federalism. This and many more to be expected for a united and prosperous Nigeria. So sit back and relax, and before you know it, if we all join hands together, we shall arrive at the new united Nigeria we all dream of soon enough. My name is Atiku Abubakar. As one, we can get it done.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Every Woman on AtikuLive, and my name is Tiana Wardbasi. Before we went to the break, we're looking at women involvement in the campaign so far. I would say that we said before we went on the break that we've had massive support from the women across all the states where the PDP has gone to campaign in. And like I said, women have one voice, and that voice is, we are ready to recover Nigeria come 2023. And who are we pushing our votes to? Is no other person than that one man who has seen and heard the cries of Nigerians, who can feel the pain of every Nigerian on the street, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. So come March 2023, by God's grace, we will be having our president, the Nigerian's president, coming to take over and taking Nigeria to that space where Nigeria is supposed to be. Now, before we went on the break, we talked about the inauguration of the Female Campaign Council. And we've seen that women at that campaign council, women came out to give their voice, to lend their voice, to making sure that they are committed to that one cause. And in the campaign, we heard from the national woman leader of the PDP, Professor Stella Atto, has said that women are ready to pull their votes. Women will pull their votes from every home to ensure that Atiku Abubakar has the victory. And like she said in that inauguration, that we know where the votes are. Women know where the votes are, and they are ready to mobilize every woman to vote for our party. The Nigerians cannot wait to recover Nigeria back. And how are we going to do this? How are we going to recover Nigeria back? Is to make sure our votes count. And where are we sending our votes to? To one man, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And she had said that women are ready to go down to the grassroots, are ready to run the race and campaign rigorously to make sure that come 2023, our vote will count. And see that someone of this caliber, the national woman leader, who happens to be the mother of the party, has given assurance to make sure that votes, even from the grassroots, will count. What does that tell us? That every woman on the street, every woman is important in the government of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I mean, where are these votes coming from? From the grassroots. Like we've said before on the show that women make almost half of the population of Nigeria, and women are always the ones who will come out to cast their votes, to make sure that their votes count. We've seen different pictures from polling units. We've had cases from polling units where we have pregnant women or women come out to make sure that they are voting and their votes count. And when I hear statements like this, it just assures me of one thing, that our most vicious fear come 2023 will be eradicated, and that is the fear of voters' apathy. We've said that in the course of the show that a lot of people, youth and women, will restrain from voting because of electoral violence. But hearing these women coming out in their numbers to support our candidates, seeing them coming out in their numbers to make sure that their voices are being heard, just sends one message out there, that we are going to eradicate this fear of voters' apathy, that everybody is going to make sure, women and youth are going to make sure that they come out to vote. Now we're going to look at the campaign of the She campaign from Her Excellency Haja Titi Atiku Abubakar. And this campaign seeks to bring women, youth, and children, and those living with disabilities, closer to the PDP presidential campaign. And this vote, when it was officially commissioned, the campaign was officially commissioned by His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And we saw a lot of dignitaries who were attendees at this initiative and at the campaign, at the launch. Now, looking at the She initiative, it just sends one message out there, that Her Excellency Haja Titi Atiku Abubakar and her husband Alhaji Atiku Abubakar are very interested in one thing, making sure that security, health, and education is being attended to. And if we look at the Nigeria of today, we realize that these are the major areas that the present administration of the APC have really lacked in. Security. We've seen the rise of insecurity in Nigeria, and it keeps going up and up and up, and we've seen that it has not been tackled. We've said it times without number on the show that this present administration do not have priority. Well, we are not surprised that they've made sure they've left the job of security, health, and education to be lingering without putting much attention to it. But we're sure and we're happy that come March 2023, the story will be different, because launching this initiative, the SHE initiative, the initiative of security, health, and education, all of those challenges that we've had and we've faced as a nation in the last couple of months will be eradicated. We will see a dramatic and tremendous shift in the security aspect of Nigeria. We will see that health will be tackled in, and a lot of issues and health problems and challenges that women have faced from postnatal traumatic stress disorder to women and children dying, mortality rate on the increase, reproductive issues will be tackled and eradicated. Looking at education, I mean, it's no news that our education system has deteriorated to the barest minimum. I mean, this is the only year where we say that acid stroke have lasted for more than 6-7 months. And the initiative, the SHE initiative, have come to tell us that, look, we are going to make sure that security is being tackled, insecurity is being tackled. We're going to make sure that health is being placed on priority. We're also going to make sure that our children are not sent out of school. We're going to have a drastic reduced number of out-of-school children. Education will be our primary watch. We will put our torchlight and make sure that education is being handled with severe and utmost attention. We'll make sure that children will go back to schools. And if education is being handled with such interest and priority, you realize that girls will be sent back to school. We'll have a drastic reduction of the out-of-school children, out-of-school girls who are out of school. The numbers and the statistics will reduce drastically. I'm really excited that Nigeria has taken the next step to where it is supposed to be. I'm really excited about the Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and His Excellency Okowa's campaign, because all through this campaign, if we look at the manifesto, I mean, on this show, we've looked at the policy document of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and we've seen that he is the only candidate that is ready to make sure that Nigeria faces, or Nigerians are out of this phase of insecurity. Nigerians are out of this phase of poor health, dilapidated schools, poverty. In fact, I think we've taken over the world poverty capital. Nigeria has taken over the world poverty capital. And Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has committed to making sure that Nigerians experience the best of the best. And this can only be done if we all come together, put our hands together, and make sure it works. Speaking about women supporting their husbands, we're going to look at the Princess Rukaya Atiku campaign organization, PRACO. Looking at these women coming out to support their husbands massively, it sends one message out there to every woman, that for a woman to come out and support her husband publicly, it's just one thing, that the husband has been committed to supporting the woman privately. We said that Nigeria and Africa is under we were under this Africans. Women in Africa has been subjected to make sure that, okay, we know for a fact that the men are the head. Men are always out there. We're not disputing that fact. But if you see a man who has supported his wife, who is committed to supporting every woman around him, that man gets 100% of the support from the wife and the women. And this is what we've seen from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, how his wives have been out there campaigning from state to state. I mean, look at PRACO. PRACO had a town meeting in Kaduna. From Kaduna, she and Princess Rukaya also took this town hall meeting to the northeastern states, Adamawa, Bauchi, Yobe, and it's been Yola rather, and it's been a wonderful experience. It's good to see that the northern women are out in their numbers to support Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And this can only be possible because his wife has taken the bull by the horn to take this message, the message of women inclusivity, to the women in the rural areas. And this campaign is being done at the grassroots level, making sure that all of these women from the grassroots level are being included. They have a sense of belonging, as we'll be talking about it when we're back for the break. Please don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
This nation, for the first time, is most divided like never before. this nation for the first time stands in a place and position of its greatest challenges, perhaps since the Civil War. This is the most challenging period in the economy of our nation. This is the most challenging period in the security, infrastructure, or stature of our nation. This is the most challenging situation in almost every facet of the unity of this nation. And there is no one man, as far as the current permutation, the current arrangement is concerned, that is most positioned to salvage and to save the situation like Atiku Abubakar. I'll tell you the truth, we all know the presidential aspirants that are out there. By experience, Atiku is far and above every one of them. He has been an elected governor, he has been a vice president for 8 years, and so many other experiences that he's bringing to board. None of them can boast of that experience. None of them possesses that kind of experience coming into this election. He is the one man who has told us he will unify this country, and we've seen his antecedents. He has friends across the length and breadth of this country like none of those presidential aspirants do. He is a man who has connected well with every Nigerian. He's not a bigot. He's not a tribalist. He's a man who knows nobody after your creed or tribe. He's a man who knows you as a Nigerian. Atiku is a nationalist. Atiku is a patriot. This is the truth of the matter. This is the kind of man that the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, is presenting to Nigerians. And I can assure you, come 2023, Nigerians will live to celebrate. Nigerians will live to be happy with themselves that a man has come to save Nigeria, that Atiku Abubakar has come to save Nigeria, because that has been in the core of his heart. That has been his heart cry for all these decades, for all these years that he has sought to be the president of this country. And I assure you, he will unite warring factions of this country. He will bring about the security of this country. He will bring about the economic development of this nation, and all Nigerians will be proud. Today, Nigeria has become a laughing stock in the scheme of things, even on the African continent. We used to be the giant of Africa. We used to be the leader of Africa. But all of a sudden, we've become the laughing stock of Africa. Atiku will change that narrative. Atiku will change that story. Atiku is the best man. He is the right man. He is the man positioned to take this nation to its glory land.
As one, we can get it done.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Every Woman on AtikuLive, and we are looking at the massive contribution and involvement of women in the campaign that has been going on by the PDP. And it's been an amazing time with you all on the show. We've talked about Haji Atiku Abubakar and the SHE initiative, the Security, Health and Education initiative that is set out and committed to women and youth and those living with disabilities, giving them a sense of belonging in the presidential campaign. I was looking at Praco Princess Rukayat Atiku campaign organization. It's been wonderful seeing that she has done amazingly well in all the town hall meetings, starting from then to East States, where town hall meeting in Bauchi, and had states like the Taraba State, Bauchi, Yola, Gombe in attendance. And in the course of these meetings, Princess Rukaya just said one thing, that women are the backbone of every society, and it is undeniable to give women that, it is undeniable to say that women are not important. And her message has just been concise. The message has been all about the 2023 elections. And she said, come 2023, we are all voting for Atiku as president of our great nation and every other candidate of our great party, the PDP. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing. In the town hall meeting, she also charged and had an interactive session, an engaging session with the women. And she was so excited to meet the great people of Bauchi State, as well as people from Borno, Taraba, Yobe, Gombe, and Adamawa. And she said, as women, we know the power we wield. We are without question very instrumental in determining who our citizens vote for. We know how valuable our influence and contributions are. I mean, coming from, like I said before we went on a break, coming from one of the wives of His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, it just shows that he has been a supportive husband. And being a supportive husband in private only gives him the access of having supportive wives in public. Also looking at the Praco meeting, she said women are influenced and they are important in the forthcoming elections, and their importance cannot be overemphasized. And she has also assured, and the women also assured her, that they are ready to work and convince their household to vote right by voting PDP come 2023. It's been an amazing time with you all here on the show, Every Hubad. I've had a beautiful time out with you all. Please do well to talk to us, send us what you think. Please send us your suggestions to our social media handles that are displayed right now on the screen. Until I see you all tomorrow, it's been a beautiful time. Please make sure you vote come 2023. Get your PVCs. Go collect your PVCs if you haven't collected. If you're a woman out there, tell another woman to tell another woman to tell the other women that come 2023, our vote is secured with the person who has given us the 35% affirmative come in his administration when he becomes president. Our votes will only go to that person who has assured us that women will be given priority across all sectors in his administration. And of course, you know what that means. When women are given priority, we'll have more women in politics. This charade and this this sad news of having just 6% of women in the political space or in the national parliament will be a thing of a past. We will no longer have the drastic decrease of women representation in the national parliament. Having 35% affirmative only means that women now have a voice. Women now have a voice, and of course that voice is not to challenge the men, but that voice is to support the men. And you know what we say on the show, when a woman is given the opportunity to make impact, she goes the extra mile to make impact. And just to quote what Her Excellency Princess Rukaya Atiku have said in her campaign, that as women, we know the power we wield. So let's put that power into work. Let's put that power into action by talking to the women and campaigning to the women in the grassroots and making sure that every woman around us has their PVC. And that PVC is for just one candidate, and every candidate from the People's Democratic Party. Until I see you guys tomorrow, have a wonderful, wonderful time. It's been a beautiful day. Please have a beautiful day and stay out of trouble. It's your favorite show, Every Woman, and my name is Tiana Welbasi. See you all tomorrow. Season's greetings.